Welcome to Alchemy Avenue, where we transform in real time, trust the vibe, and grow on purpose. This isn't just a podcast, it's a movement, a reminder that you don't need fixing, just unlocking. Around here, we laugh, we build, we heal, and we elevate, all powered by that deep inner knowing that says, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. You were made for this version of you, so let's expand, let's enjoy it, and let's keep becoming who we already are. Tap in. This is Alchemy Avenue. Welcome back to another powerful and amazing episode. Let's get into it today. Today is a special, very special day. I got my girls with me. I got my oldest daughter,
Kennedy,
and my youngest daughter,
Daya,
here with me. And since it's, still Men's Mental Health Month, and we just coming off the heels of having Father's Day, which is a wonderful time. Thank y'all so much for the gifts and everything that we celebrated. So that was so much fun. So much fun. Thank y'all. Today we're getting into what our children teach us about being men, a father's conversation with his daughters. So today what I wanted to do is have a real open and unplanned, unperfect conversation with my girls about fatherhood, about different conversations and different aspects of fatherhood. So we're going to get into that, because really talking about fatherhood is not all about protecting, providing, giving instructions. It's really creating space as well for our kids to feel, witness, and absorb from who we're becoming, because they have seen us from their aspect, from being, infants, little kids and everything. They have seen us and to their current age, because she's 13 and she's 8. So they've seen us throughout that aspect of our life. So we've grown, we're changed, and how does that affect them? And how does that, shape how they view us and really ultimately view the world? Because their in-home life, at least in my opinion, the in-home life is how all of us kind of learn how to do different things as far as conflict resolution, and how to, apologize, and how to be nice, how to stand up for ourselves. We learn that in our early ages from inside the house. So, because our children are not just people we lead, they are people that learn from us, and we learn from them as well. So they notice things, they feel things, and they carry perspective that can help us become better fathers, better men, and better humans all around. Y'all feeling all right today?
Yes.
Y'all excited to be on the podcast?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to get into this opening a little bit more. So I'm really glad they're here, and I'm glad they agreed to come on with me. At first, they was looking at me like, what you mean? What you mean? You want what? So I'm glad they decided to come on. So I got them with me today, because sometimes us as men and parents, we spend so much time trying to teach our kids that we forget that they are also teaching us. They're showing us different ways and different aspects. No matter what kind of plan we may have had for their life before they came, or when we said they have kids, they're their own personalities. They're their own people. So understanding that and really giving them the latitude to grow and still be themselves and have confidence within themselves. However, they learn a lot of those things from us, and allowing us to give them the space to do that, to me, is very, very, very important. So, and I want them to be open today, because I like to give them the latitude to kind of express themselves, and I want to hear their opinion about things, not in a disrespectful way, not in a way that deters my thought, but I do want to hear their voice in a lot of situations and a lot of things that we go through, a lot of things that they go through. It's just my responsibility, I think, that so I can help guide the situation. So I want them to better understand that their feelings matter, their perspective and their experience matter, but still having honesty, having good character, and understanding too. I want them to understand and know that they create their own reality as well, not just everything that I impart into or anybody impart into a situation, because they still are creators, master creators within themselves, and I want them to know and understand and embody that as they continue to move forward, because I want them to understand that now, so then when they get older, it's just like clockwork for them. They understand how I can create my reality, how to be in a space of, I love myself. I don't have to shrink myself for nobody. So, yeah, so this episode, we're going to talk a lot about, manhood. We're going to talk about mental health, talk about listening. I think that's one key aspect of men that I think a lot of us do well because a lot of us are planners. So a lot of us have to listen to what's going on or listen to the situation so we can help the situation go forward in the most, balanced and harmonized way. So we're going to ask some questions, see what their answers are. Again, it's not going to be perfect. Not expecting it to. They're chilling now, but they're really silly, very, very silly girls. So we'll get into it. So you all right?
Yeah.
See, look. Already, they don't be nervous. Y'all good. All right, so let's get into this first question. Oh, y'all got any questions for me? Let's start with that. Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me first? I give you one question just for right now. No questions? Y'all want to ask me? Okay.
No.
Well, let me know throughout the episode. Just say, hey, I got a question.
Okay.
And then we'll ask. So okay. So let's get into this first one. So what do you think? What do y'all think makes someone a good dad?
I think what makes someone a good dad is like listening to your children and like not pushing them away, because that means that your children are not gonna be as like too like close to you as you want them to, like, and also like being around so like they can have like to grow up with a father too, because like having a father is very important in people's and like kids' lives.
Right. Okay. What do you think makes someone a good dad?
Just like we Kennedy said, that they should always like grow up with a dad, because dads are always important to like other people. Like dad, like my dad, like him, he's very important to me and my mom.
Oh yeah. Okay. What makes dads easy to talk to? Like, what makes you feel comfortable enough to say, Dad, I got this situation, or let me tell you about this?
Because like y'all have already made like a comfortable environment with us, so like you actually like kind of make us like really like resolve the situation, and not like just push out and be like, oh no, you were wrong for that, just get out of my face. No, you're actually like, well, you were wrong there, but also they were wrong too. So
Right.
like, you try to like talk to them about like both sides of the situation. You don't make it all like, oh yeah, all this is your fault, because they already feel like that. So like, just make sure like you're like thinking of your child's perspective on like the situation.
You got an answer?
No.
Okay, that's fine. No worries. So, what do you all think kids need from their dads besides the basic stuff? Shelter, food, clothes, place, all
Love.
that stuff. Okay, talk about that.
They need love,
Why is love so important?
because it's like, I don't know.
Just feeling the love and feeling like you're cared for. So love, okay. And then when you do feel love, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good, and it makes me like feel like you love me and all that stuff.
Okay,
What
cool.
do you think, Kennedy?
What about Kenny?
I think also going on with what they said, love too, and support, because anything that you're doing, like if you want to be a singer, actor, like what everyone do, like you want to play sports, you need to have support in that. So I get it if it's like one parent, but you need to have like your mom and dad to like support you in that, because one parent, like, it's not really enough. But like you need to have both parents in that, especially your dad, because like he might have some different advice than your mom or like your other family members. So I think like supporting people, like supporting your kids too.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I mean, some single parents, they have to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they have to do it. And I see what you're saying. It just is more optimal, or just it makes the situation.
Like the single parents, they like already have like they have already like spent their child's life like already being like a single parent. So like they kind of are used to it, so they're like used to like being like the mom and the dad like perspective,
Right.
and like they also have like great like they also have like great like family members like their mom and like plus like
So the
that.
support system, if someone is a single parent, they have a great support system.
Yeah, like most of them, but like some of
Gotcha.
them don't, but they still like try to like
Make it
support
work.
their kids by themselves, and it's like great.
Right. That's what's up. Okay. Excellent. That's what's up. So do y'all notice when adults are stressed out? And if you do notice, how? Well, what gives it away? And what does that look like?
That when you just be mad, when you're just like sitting there and like not just telling us, and you're just sitting there reading your book or something or watching your phone, it was like, yeah. That's how I could tell.
I can't really tell what people are mad or stressed out, because some people might be happy, like might be happy and like this might be the best day of their lives, but they'll still like sit there with a straight face and like won't make any emotions. Like that's how I am. I might have like a good time, but I won't show no emotions in my face. So it's kind of like I can't really tell that, because you can't really tell what people are feeling. Like if you ask them, but if they're doing something that like make you like, oh, like they really have an attitude, like if they like just pop off on somebody, that's what I would say like can show me that they're kind of mad, or like their tone that they're using with people too.
Gotcha. Can you feel like okay, something don't seem right? Or
Yes. I can feel like when people are kind of off, but I don't know what's like really wrong with them.
Gotcha. You don't know what it is, but you just know it's something.
Yeah, something's bothering them, or something's like
If they're being like sarcastic or something.
Say it again. Gotta speak up.
If they're being like sarcastic or something.
It's a different way of sarcastic somebody can be. So you can tell, like, if they are really short as far as how they talk, and then they like, okay, never mind. Or they do that, then they could be. Wait, so go ahead and explain what you mean.
Like, technically, like, if I say, oh, I made this little cup thing, and I'll say, oh yeah, good for you, and they'll just be saying that to you.
So that right there can show you that someone may be either
like mad
you, or not feeling it, or something. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. So how can you tell, like, for instance, for me, how can you tell, like, if I'm mad, or if you're like, what's wrong with that?
I can never tell.
Me neither. You don't really be mad like that. You might be a little irritated, but like
right.
You don't really be mad like that. So I don't really know.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then for me, so what I seen as a kid, I seen a lot of adults always stressed out. I'm like you, I feel it. I felt like, what is this? But I didn't know what it was, and I was a kid. I didn't have no language or have nothing for it. So when I decided, just as far as how I want life to show up for me, then my response. So anything can happen, but the only thing that you are responsible for is your response to the situation. So that's how I try to live now more consistently, is my response to it is I understand, okay, this happened. What is my relationship to it, one? And then how do I need to move forward? Even if something happens to y'all, I still need to be clear. I still need to understand what needs to happen next. You know what I mean? Because I still want to be in control of whatever my emotions and how I respond. And that's why I do that, because I do that so y'all can see that, okay, it's not like I'm skipping and hopping around and singing songs every day, but still I still enjoy my life, and I still enjoy who I am, and I continue to grow. So okay, that's what's up. What are some things that either me or you seen other dads, or we can talk about me, may misunderstand about y'all?
I don't really understand.
I would say like people in general,
okay,
like kind of misunderstand us. Like they misunderstand like the way we act sometimes, cause like we're very like
silly,
silly funny people, and like we're very funny. So and some people will be like,
Doing too much.
Certain people, like, they'll be like, okay, you're doing too much. But, like, the people that really know us, they'll, like, y'all, like, they'll go along with it because they know how we act and they're already used to it. So they're not saying we're doing too much. They're like, oh, like, this is just the usual. Like, we're going to laugh because it's funny. And, like, you know. But I don't think, and a lot of, like, dads, they misunderstand children because they don't really, because, like I said the first time, their children probably don't feel comfortable talking to them, so they don't understand them. So they misunderstand what they're doing because they're like,
They don't
you weren't doing that before, why are you doing that now?
Yeah, but they don't know.
You don't talk to them, and your kids don't feel comfortable talking to you, so why would they tell you what's going on with them? Like if you see something different going on with your child and they're like, and they haven't told you anything, then you should probably make a comfortable environment for them to talk to you, because some kids don't have that, and they can like do something different. They can be like the sweet little angel one day, and then like the going on week they'll be like mad and sad and depressed, and you don't even know what's going on.
Right.
So that's what is important to talk to your kids, because it makes a comfortable environment for them, so you can know what's going on in your kid's life and not be so confused all the time.
Right, and that makes a lot of sense, because I've said that multiple times, that we as parents now, we underestimate the environment that we create for y'all, because our environments were not like that, and y'all are silly, y'all are very expressive, and that's because y'all can just be yourselves. We couldn't do that. We was always told, be quiet. A lot of us, not saying some people had loving and caring environments, but a lot of us, some of us did not. So we didn't have this kind of environment where we can be playful, be playful and be happy and just feel love on a consistent basis. It was too much, like if we here one day, maybe here. It just was too. Every day was a very, very, very different. So that I think a lot of us as parents underestimate the loving environment that we have created for our kids to be able to, and to us it's just what we're supposed to do, because as parents that's just what we feel. It just makes sense. That why wouldn't, what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want to be in a loving environment? Why wouldn't you want to be in a space where granted, we may not agree at everything all the time. We may have disagreements, but you never question that you are loved and you are in a space that, you can feel that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you did? Anything that I misunderstand about you or... Okay. That's funny. Alright, so, because y'all got friends that are boys, and got to talk to, some of our friends, kids, y'all are real close with. So what do you think men and boys should, or why do you think it's important for men and boys to better have a space where they can talk about their feelings to either their friends, or just be able to have a space where they can talk about how they feel about different things? Why is that important?
I think the reason it's important because, like, say for instance, like I'm talking to like Will or somebody, like, and there I see something wrong with them, and they're not telling me. Like I kind of make them tell me, because I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like people cannot read your mind, and it's like, and some people they'll be like, oh well, no one checked up on me, because you don't tell nobody what's going on with you. You can't expect someone to be like, you can't expect someone to like figure out what's wrong with you if you're not telling nobody. So it's kind of like, they can't read your mind, and like people need to know what's wrong with you, because you don't want to like ever do something that people's like, oh dang, they was really feeling like that, and then you never told nobody that.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
You think, Dan? You don't know? All right, no worries. You don't have to. So let me ask y'all this: how do I help y'all with y'all feelings?
You actually
you make us laugh.
Right. Right. And what else? Like, but how you feeling? Like, you having a rough day or you having a rough time with something? How do I help y'all with
you
that?
actually listen to us, and you also like you also don't, like, you try to, like I said, like the first one, you try to make it like good on both sides. Like, okay, you were wrong here, but they were also wrong when they had did this. Or like, if I was having trouble with a teacher, you'd be like, okay, well, you were wrong for saying that, but it was also wrong for doing you like that. I'll be like, okay, like, I understand that.
Right. How do I help you with your feelings?
Make me laugh.
Right. Make you laugh. All right. What else?
That's really it. You just listen to us and you tell us, like, just like what Kendi said, you tell us that, oh, you tell us that, like, oh, you're wrong for saying that, but they also wrong from doing that too.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Any questions y'all got for me so far? Any questions y'all want to ask me?
Mm-mm.
Something? Okay. We'll keep moving then. We'll keep moving. So, what have you all just throughout your years, and what do you feel one main thing that I have taught you all?
To be yourself.
To be confident.
Well, speak up, buddy. You gotta speak up.
To be confident.
Mm-hmm.
I think like be yourself, be confident, and also like I don't know. You talk about a lot of stuff. It's just like I don't know.
Okay. All right. So knowing that it was Father's Day and we had a really really good time, what do you, if you had a message for other fathers and even me, like what would you say? Like coming off Father's Day is Men's Mental Health Month, which men's mental health is important all year and for our lives. So we celebrate it and do it this month, but it's something that's ongoing that we should better celebrate. But what would you want to tell like other fathers, or even me, like about fatherhood, or about your opinion on fatherhood?
I think that a message that I would give to the fathers out there is like, make sure that you're listening to your kids first of all, because not like listening to them like, oh, like go there and you go there, right? But it's kind of like if they're having a conversation with you, don't just sweep it under the rug, because that's probably what they're doing. They're probably sweeping it under the rug and like, okay, like never mind. And then when something's actually wrong with them, they don't tell you because they're like, oh, they don't even care anyway. So why would I even tell them? Why would I even waste my breath telling people that don't even care? So that's what I was like. That's what I was thinking. Like, listen to them. Make sure they're like having a comfortable environment, and also like being there for them and supporting them in their dreams and goals, and not like putting them down, because that's gonna just make them. That's gonna make them not feel confident in themselves, because they're like, oh well, they don't believe in me. Why should anybody else believe in me? So you need to believe in your kids and like actually, kind of maneuver them to like the places like they need to go and actually help them out.
What do you think, Dad? What's a message you would give to fathers out there?
I don't really know.
You don't have a message? Like, what would you say, like, for fathers to, something from your perspective that they need to know about?
To always believe your kids.
Right. Why is that important?
Because sometimes like kids like try to like trick you, or like to say, oh, I hurt myself. Then when you actually hurt yourself, or when you actually fall down the steps or something, they actually don't believe you.
Right.
So you should just always believe your kids.
Right. But it's also too, you gotta make sure that you're telling the truth.
Like
so we can
you
believe.
always believe me.
Try to believe.
Kennedy.
Y'all are funny. What do y'all think y'all have taught me? What do y'all think?
I don't know.
I can tell you what you all have taught me is definitely like patience, and just seeing a situation and understanding that every situation needs not necessarily the initial look, but it also needs, okay, what else do I need to see, or what I'm not seeing in a situation. So y'all have definitely helped me with that, and y'all just helped me to have more fun in life. Just better understand that life can do what it do, but you still can have fun. You still can celebrate things, and you still can be in a good space no matter what happens. You still can be in a space. So y'all help me understand that, and then with the other wisdom and stuff I have. So I appreciate y'all for that. Definitely appreciate y'all for All right. So, any questions for me though? No questions.
Mm-mm.
No questions. All right. I think we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving then. So, what I want to say now is that so I really think this conversation really matters about how important it is, how your voice, your being in a space where you feel appreciated, and then a number of things that y'all said was one main thing was they creating a wonderful environment. So that's really 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 important. But again, as we're teaching and exposing y'all to different things, y'all are really teaching us. Like again, patience, presence, how to listen, when y'all are still growing, and to be honest with you, we are still growing as well because life changes. These are different times for us as parents because we have to parent different than our parents had to because it's just everything's a lot different. Things, information, and stuff like that moves so much faster than it did.
Yeah, I don't dinosaurs no more.
We see that part. Talking about the dinosaurs. I'm 42.
Yeah, you're 42.
How does that even correlate with the dinosaurs?
Cause
What?
the way your parents used to teach y'all like, oh, don't go outside too long because the dinosaurs gonna get you. That's the
Because the dinosaurs will get. Yo, you playing? You playing?
What? That's what they used to say. They used to say that's what they used to say. Go come outside when the street lights come on because that's when the dinosaurs will come out. Like yes, and that's why you would get in trouble when you didn't come in because the dinosaurs would come out and get you. Like
You
Wow.
got a scratch right here
Y'all
from the
playing
dinosaur.
me. Y'all playing me so hard. I'm not even like.
Well, he could dodge
Yeah.
it because he's Hulk. So
Y'all
it's
are
okay.
crazy. Anyways, y'all. So, again, I told y'all silly, and this is what I get all the time. I get this all the time. So, what do y'all tell me this? What do y'all feel strength is?
strength is like it's not being like oh I'm so tough and nonchalant and like and strong now. Strength is listening to people. Strength is being kind to people. Strength is being a leader. Strength is being like someone that people can come to where they don't feel comfortable coming to nobody else, and that you're the person that they always come to. So like, it's kind of like that. Like you being nice to people and not always being mean to somebody. I understand they do something to you first, but it's kind of like you're just picking on people for no reason. But I think that's what strength is, like being a good person.
That's what's up. What
What's
about
yours,
you?
Sarah?
I don't know.
You know what strength? What would you
like-
call strength? Physical strength, yes. We know physical strength. What other ways could you be strong and have strength besides physical strength?
I don't know.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But so everything you said, Kenny, was really spot on. Really appreciate that. But strength is also being you said present, listening, being apologetic about things. Because again, we aren't perfect, so it is in a good. I think it's great practice for us, or at least for me. I try to apologize if I was wrong or if I did something and I was like, oh, okay, I don't think that was.
Faking, so like,
I'm faking
yeah,
when I apologize.
well, like you don't really. Sometimes when you try to like hit us with stuff, and you be on purpose for some
What are you
reason.
talking about?
What? I hit
No.
you with stuff.
No,
You told me
no.
we playing?
No, you don't. Sometimes you like, I'm being sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, y'all.
He be hitting us with bread.
He'll be taking
Oh,
the bread off the
that.
counter, and he'll be accidentally hit us in our hand. He'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. We'll be like, no, you're not. You're not sorry.
I apologize. What you talking about? I
You
was walking
don't?
by with the bread, and the bread slipped out my hand.
No,
No,
if you were on the floor, we were on the floor, and you'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Again, I didn't mean to.
You a slitty. You would be like, whack. And you
I didn't
be
mean
like,
to. My
"Oh, so
hand,
sorry."
sometimes my arm,
Daddy. You was telling stories.
it do that, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then I hit you, so
Listen to this.
I believe I gotta say sorry. What you mean? Listen to this. That's what happens. I don't mean to. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Yeah, crazy. So it's important also to understand that you don't have to, as men, we don't have to carry things silently. So find a space to better open up, to better care for yourself, because self-care is always the best care. You can't really do much in a way that you need to if you're carrying and holding so much baggage. So understanding where to offload and having spaces to do that, because again, as you can't create a space for others if you can't create the space for yourself first. I can't create a loving environment if I don't create that within myself and understand what that means and the benefits of it. So now you create that for people around you, and that says a lot about the person or where you are at. Because not again, everybody's situation is going to be different, and the way you do it is going to be different as well. So find what works for you and your family to better be the best man or the best father, the best granddad, uncle, whatever that is. You play your role really, really well, because again, you understand who you are. You are authentic self, and you love yourself. Not perfect, but you're able to take accountability in anything that you do. So again, manhood is not performance. Leadership is not control. Sometimes the deepest leaders listen. Sometimes the strongest thing a man can do is become safe enough for his children to be honest with him. And sometimes our children teach us how to become better men simply by showing us what love, presence, safety feels like on their side. So my final question for you all, and as we continue just to go and grow and be our most powerful selves, what are our children learning from our presence, and are we willing to let that teach us as well? So appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all, Kennedy, Dale, for your presence and your colorful and I really appreciate it, answers and commentary. Appreciate y'all. Anything, last words y'all want to give to people? What last words you want to give to people, Ken? I know you got something. I know you got something. Go ahead.
Have a nice day, and make sure y'all listen to y'all kids.
All right, that's what's up.
Even the moms too.
Okay.
I need to listen to y'all kids too.
Mm-hmm. All right. So good. Hey, so you want to connect with me? 336-464-7881 is Avenue Talks. You can call, text, and have some people reach out for some light cold prints. I got those as well. So hit me up, and some canvases. So people have been hitting me up about some canvases.
Oh, go get y'all some.
Yeah. No, you good. So I won't fall. But yeah, so hit me up. We can always talk about how this can work, and we'll make it do what it do. So just holler at me. So take care, love yourself so you can love others. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe.